It's a beautiful day in Melbourne, and in a city this huge, there's so many things to see, do, and eat. We're here for almost 8 weeks, so join us as we explore the gardens, go to Queen Vic Market, eat some things that you can only get in Melbourne, and even try crocodile.
Spoiler alert, Melbourne is really cool.
We're starting our Melbourne adventure at Queen Victoria Market. This historic landmark was established in 1878 and has been serving the Melbourne community for over 140 years. It is the marketplace and the heart of commerce and shopping. There are over 600 local businesses and farmers and purveyors of cool things. We know that there's gonna be good food and good shopping and good times ahead. So let's go check it out. The market is huge. It spans over 2 city blocks, and right now we are in the meat building, so there's like raw meat and seafood in here. But adjacent and in this like little cluster of buildings, there's gonna be a deli, a dairy, probably a bakery one, and hopefully one with coffee. And then there's also like the cool outdoor space with the sheds. We'll show you around. If you want pig head, you can get that here too.
Deli building, significant improvement in smell.
Samples.
Free cheese. Wow.
So truffly.
Very mushroom.
In the deli building, we found Borex. They are a Mediterranean phyllo pastry, and we love a good Greek spanakopita with spinach and feta. So this is the Turkish version. It is hot. They were ready to go. They have a really streamlined operation, so it helps with the long line. But yeah, let's try it. It's really hot. It was really busy in there, so we had to get out. It's a flat pastry. I think I'm wrong. It is not phyllo, but it is a pastry, and this has spinach and feta. Oh my gosh, that's so good, and that tastes like goat feta, which is the best feta. Oh my gosh. Join the line. It's very quick. All right, you want some, Tommy? Yeah. Have you ever heard of the Melbourne? It is the iconic Melbourne dessert, and it's an interesting take on an American classic. Funny enough, it's made by the American Donut Kitchen. So it's a twist in that we know a classic jelly donut in America. However, they do it with hot jam, and they make it fresh. Like this bag is still warm. So they call this the Melbourner. And this is one of the biggest reasons that we're even here today. So let's try it. All right, it's definitely smaller than your regular like Dunkin' donut, but it is warm and covered in sugar, and it looks delicious. So I'm gonna tuck in. Wow. It like melts in your mouth. It's like so subtle. Love this dough. It's like a mix between a yeasty and a cake donut. Like it's nice and chewy. Wow. Yeah, the jam's not too sweet. Oh my gosh, so good. You won't want any, right? Like you won't like this. I just said it, but I want the world to know this is the best yeasted donut I've ever had. The end. From sugar check. Those are the main buildings. Now we're gonna head over to the sheds. This whole back section of covered area that is not part of the main building, but has been made as an extension. We'll find more produce and more products, specialty shopping, artisan goods over there. Maybe some food trucks.
There's always a food truck.
All right, let's go.
What you got?
I just got 60 eggs for $15. We're good for a while.
Conveniently, eggs here can be left out.
The specialty shopping sheds are probably the best place to get souvenirs. There's magnets, cards, postcards, everything you could want to bring home. Is this crocodile? Kind of looks like it. Gosh, I feel like if I touch it, I'm gonna get cursed. Stop. You can get everything you need and want, and things that you don't. Like, oh my gosh, it's so big.
Thanks, I need it.
Here, eye bleach. Hi, it's a long cat. For the 8-bic. Get you ready for the sun. And in this last row here, they continue to expand the market, and you can see more modern, contemporary merchants. Something that you'd see more in like a crafter's market versus something like a flea market. There's something for everybody.
This place is really easy to spend hours and hours. In fact, we've been here for like 3 now. Our next stop is another food. This one we had actually heard of. We didn't know that it was from here.
Have you ever waited in line 25 minutes for a croissant? Because we just did. We're at Lune Croissanterie, and it is voted one of the world's best croissants. So obviously we had to try it. Not only that, but it's also home to the Cruffin, which was invented here in 2013 before it made its worldwide debut. So today we're gonna try a Cruffin, and we're gonna try a classic croissant flavor, and we're ready for a life-changing experience. Okay, first taste of a Cruffin. This is a curd Cruffin, just lemon curd. Oh, that's so nice and tart and flaky. Wow. There are 2 kinds of people. One who eat the ear and one who eat the innards. Which one are you?
That almond croissant was possibly the best almond croissant I've ever had. Both were delicious, but that one was my winner. They also have savory options like pizza or ham and cheese if you're more of a breakfast croissant kind of person, but I know Angel, she loves sweets. As much as we love spending time in a busy city, sometimes it does get a little much, and in those times, it's really nice to be able to get somewhere quieter, a little more green, a little more natural, and Melbourne has just the place.
We're in the Royal Botanic Gardens, Victoria, Melbourne Gardens. That's the official name. I'm just trying to say it properly.
Okay.
This place is huge. It is 83 hectares. It's over 107 years old, and they house over 8,500 specimens and species of plants from all around the world. You could spend so much time in here, and we're just enjoying our time walking around and wandering and seeing all the different parks. My feet are itchy. I think I stepped in a bunch of ants.
Watch for ants.
I see them. They are everywhere. If I die, it was the ants. Okay, but look at this view. Let's go to the herbarium named after Herbert.
It is not named after Herbert.
Just kidding. It's an herb garden named after Ferdinand von Mueller. Okay, so the herbarium was closed, but the herb garden is not, because it is just a garden and doesn't have doors. At the entrance, there's this cool thing. It's like a sign that shows stories and sounds from the gardens. Kind of seems like a podcast. It's called Sonica Botanica, and you can listen to it while walking around. That's what they encourage you to do. That's so cool. I like that idea.
An audio tour.
The smells from the herb garden are incredible. Smells delicious, and also is attracting a lot of gnats So we're kind of like walking through some clusters of gnats. That's part of being in nature though. We found a little section. It's called the Fern Gully, and it's a little stream and a lot of different ferns all along this boardwalk. It's really serene and like really quiet and a nice place to sit and just listen to the water and hear your thoughts and smell the fresh air, listen to the birds. It's so cool. That is a nice boulder. You can't not. Come on. We're kind of making our way through the garden just by the stops that we want to see and then see what else is along the way. And one of those right now is the Central Lake. There's so many ducks here and it looks like there's like a breeding area. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but it's really full. Like there's also so many people just hanging out at the park everywhere. Like people come here for picnics, there's benches. It's a really nice place to hang out and spend a lot of time because it's so big and you can go to like a new place every time. Hi! There's one right by your head. They're fearless.
You can catch them?
Stop!
Nope, he didn't like that.
He's like, no! Oh, and there's a cinema here. There's like a full-on inflated projector screen and there's bean bags. It looks so cool. Maybe we'll check the times and see what's playing.
Do you want to go?
I mean, if there's a good movie on, that'd be cool. Imagine just having a picnic, minding your own business, and this dinosaur chicken comes up to you. Not surprisingly, government's house, very well gated and protected by security people, but they are nice enough to tell us where to best view the full government house, which, like, the main part that I want to see is the top with the flags and, you know, the pretty stuff. So we know a place now, and we'll try our best to go. Otherwise, enjoy that footage of part of a White House. Sorry.
That was beautiful. I loved it. I always love spending time in parks and gardens, but now it is time to go get something to eat. This is a spot that I've been really excited to try. It's called Big Esso, a restaurant by Mabu. It's right here in the heart of Federation Square in Melbourne, and it is owned and operated by the people of the Torres Strait, and it specializes in Aboriginal Australian cuisine. So I'm really excited to try this.
First up, we have damper. This is a saltbush damper. Saltbush is one of the herbs, so you can see that it's all throughout. It's just made with flour and wheat, I think, and traditionally it's covered in like a banana leaf before it's baked in a non-traditional oven. It feels really dense. Oh my gosh. Ooh. It smells really herby. Oh, I can smell the banana leaf. At least I think that's banana leaf. And this is, it's just butter. It's very pretty though. Okay, let's try it. Oh wait, this is the vegan butter. It's really infused with like the greens. It's really nice. Nice and crusty on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. It's so good. Next up, this is a little bit more adventurous. We have a pepperberry and saltbush fried crocodile, and there is like smoked oyster aioli drizzled on top. Our server was joking that it's kind of just like popcorn chicken, and I totally see it, where if you didn't know you wouldn't really be able to tell because it kind of just looks like, honestly, kind of looks like shrimp, like popcorn shrimp. I'm a little scared. I'm trying not to picture crocodiles right now. It's really ruining the experience for me. But it's really nice and crispy. There's something gamey or like seafoody about it. But that also might just be like the oyster aioli, I think. Bro, I'm just having like a mental moment here where I'm just like, I don't know how I feel right now about eating like crocodiles and like thinking about it in my head. I'm gonna try it without the aioli. Yeah, it's better. I think it's the oyster that's like making it really seafoody and really fishy. And it's actually like really good. I love the texture. Lastly, we have something I'm a little bit scared of because I generally don't like liver. This is charred emu liver skewers, and it has wargal and caper verde. It has a nice like barbecue-y scent to it, which I like. It's got the liver texture. Our server said it's more like a pork liver than a chicken liver, even though emus are giant birds. Okay, I'm just gonna eat it. Oh, I shouldn't have looked. I should have just put it in my mouth. It's really chewy. Oh, there's the liveriness. Okay. I'm still not a liver person, but I'm glad I tried that. Just wanted to mention that Mabu is an expression in the Torres Strait, and it means help yourself. And they use it a lot because they love to eat in communities and communally together with people they love. And Big Esso means a big thank you, and it's an acknowledgement to all the elders and the community that help to keep the Torres Strait culture alive. And not only is it alive to this day, it's actually being celebrated and being enjoyed by everybody here. We're right in Fed Square, and this place is like so busy, and people are enjoying this food all together. It's awesome. We're in Australia's oldest public library, the State Library of Victoria. Established in 1854 as Melbourne's public library originally, it now consists of 23 different buildings that have been interconnected to now become the collection of the most Australiana that you could find. In addition to being a library with multiple reading rooms and study quiet rooms, there are more modern places to collaborate, use the internet, and also view the La Trobe reading room, which is this giant domed room. This is clearly the highlight of the entire building. It's built out kind of like a congressy kind of state building. Looks like there should be some like government people, government officials like fighting each other in this ring down here, but apparently it wasn't built for that. We're gonna make our way all the way up to the top floor of the dome to view it. And the library gets over 2 million people annually coming in to visit, and I can totally see why. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. Let's go up.
Well, we've made it to the top of the dome. This building's really cool. It almost feels like it's not built to be a library, like it's too grandiose to be a library. but like it's really nice. And also, there's 300,000 books in this room. And it doesn't feel like that, which tells you just how big this thing is.
I like that one of the bookshelves is color coordinated, so it's like a rainbow colored. It's really pretty. That's totally the way that I would, and I have organized my bookshelf. I like it.
Forget the Dewey Decimal System, right?
Dewey who? Welcome to the Reading Dome. Did you hear my Reading Dome joke? Hello? This is amazing. I'm sure it's not actually for laptops, even though I'm thinking, oh hey, I just had to get a laptop stand to tilt up my laptop. But this was for books. And this is so cool that it's built in. And it's some amazing 1800s technology going on. There's like 5 height settings. That's really cool. Ergonomics to read your books. Because clearly chair technology and ergonomics was not there yet. Like this chair. It's like a dinner chair that you want to eat quickly in. I feel like I'm disturbing the peace here. Should leave.
We continue to be impressed by the museums in Australia, so we thought that for a nice indoor activity, we'd go check out the Melbourne Museum.
Today I learned that AC/DC is an Australian band. I don't know why, but I'm okay with these dried and like displayed and pinned down bugs in the frames, but I'm not okay with them being in jars and wet. Like, I don't know why that doesn't sit right with me. Like, it's just uncomfortable that they're wet.
This place is really cool. It's got a really interesting variety. It's got one section that's dedicated to the history of Melbourne itself. So it's like old pictures of the city, and you can see like the development through the decades, which is kind of cool. And then there's an entire massive section for the Aboriginal peoples here and their history and their struggle since the arrival of Europeans, but also celebrating their culture and their skills and traditions. They've got examples of like their artwork and their craftsmanship, and they have these like possum coats that were both a coat and also a source of art and actual maps that you could use to navigate, and it took lifetimes to make them. And then on the other side, there's geologic history of Australia and old dinosaurs, and they have an entire exhibit dedicated to Triceratops, which I had no idea were that big. This place is awesome. I highly suggest checking this out.
There are so many options for drinks and cocktails and little bites around the city, but there's one place that we passed by and we were thinking like, we just have to go there. And that is here, Ponyfish Island. It is literally under a bridge. This is a pedestrian bridge in South Bank. It's over the Yarra River, and you step down into the bar, and we're just like around this pillar of a bridge at almost water level, just looking out into the water and being part of the view of South Bank. It's really cool. It's really fun. This place is super packed. It's a Saturday night and it's like really hard to get a first come first served seat, but it's totally worth the wait and it's not too loud. That's how you know I'm old. Really cool spot to grab a drink and enjoy the weather and the view and like be on the water but not be in the water. If being in the water is not your style, there are tons and tons of other bars and restaurants all along South Bank and even the Melbourne city. So nightlife is thriving over here, especially in the summer. You gotta get out there.
Oh, so close. Oh my god. Hit it.
Oh, this is the toilet.
Yes, I know. So hit it quickly.
I just said it, but I just said it. Rima? For the 8 bake.